No words, just wiggle.
So welcome to Starcrawl. This episode of The Between will not be The Between. It will be just us wiggling our heads for 3 hours straight.
Yeah. Well, hello everybody. It is against previous information. It is The Between. It is the penultimate episode. Last session we resolved a specific threat to Araxi, who isn't here today, by killing a demon. That leaves right now, since we've also seen a coven of witches that has a special relationship with Nolani, become servants of the mastermind. That leaves just one threat for now, which is nightmares. But before we get to that, introductions. I'm Yanis, he, him. I'm GMing this, and I'm popcorning over to Ren.
Hi, I'm Ren, or Renegade Dumpling, pronouns they, them. I am playing Noelani Astoria Clements, pronouns she, her, the aforementioned witch with a connection to the mastermind servant now, Lamia.
Hi, I'm Lamia. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Dr. Leander, and his pronouns are he, him. I have, just normal doctor things. Jen?
Hello, friends. I am Jen. My pronouns are they, she. I am playing your local friendly non-binary Ash. They, them. That's the most interesting thing about them. They totally aren't a fae person. Don't fucking worry about it. The most interesting thing about them is that they're non-binary.
Yes. We begin after you have vacated the bridge where you have slain Baal. And Araxi has dragged his head home to her room in Hargrave House.
Unsanitary, but continue.
Well, it was kind of petrified, so it's
Made of
fine.
stone at this point.
Yeah. It's very decorative. I have no idea what kind of benefits Elliot is going to decide that it kind of has when he comes back, but he has the head of a demon now. And that's
Yes, head.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. But after this, at some point at least, you will try to, hopefully for you, get a few hours of sleep. And contrary to what usually happens today, it's not Leander that gets up first. It is, well, I don't know who.
It's
But yeah, Ash and Nolani, as you meet in the kitchen, which is cold, again, uncharacteristic. Usually Leander has already cut the breakfast meat at this point. You don't see Leander. You look outside. The dawn today, it's just very, very gray. This promises to be a cold and, I hesitate to say, wet day. Mhm.
a gray sun rises. Fog has been spilt this night.
Yeah. And on the table, there is a letter that one of you can now read. Who finds it?
I'll find it.
All right.
Waste morning, Lamia Jesus fuck.
Right.
And Ash kind of taps Noelani and reads the letter out loud so that the lovely audience behind the fourth wall can hear it too. To my friends, yes, even you, Leander. Well, Leander's not here, but it's fine. I'm sorry to leave you so suddenly. I'll be back. I just need time to think. After spending so long hunting something, you never really think about what happens next. Stay safe. There are some knives in my room if you need them. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Yours, Araxi.
One of you can add knives to your personal quarters. Because you just get Araxi's reserve knives.
Well, it's a good thing that Leander's not here because Leander has enough knives.
Yeah.
Leander has enough sharp objects. Yeah. Noelani, do you want knives? I have a big stick.
Oh, do you still have the shillelagh?
I do. It's not actually mechanically useful, but
yeah. Well, you have the shillelagh. You can use it as a weapon. It's just not going to give you advantage. It might still allow you to roll things you otherwise couldn't.
Fuck it, I'll take more knives.
Hey,
It's like half my
honestly.
inventory at this point.
More knives.
Well, Leander,
Yes.
like I said, cold and wet, whether to make you feel your old scars and bring up the memories of when you got them. You're still asleep. What do you dream of today?
Leander's barely been sleeping at this point. It's been days. And that book ticket that Sir Price brought has been occupying him. And so very preoccupied, he is brought down into his area a map and has been using the tickets to mark the used ones and try and triangulate with the unused ones. And so he fell asleep, slumped forward at his desk with a glass of a rich, dark alcohol in the bottle that's 2/3 gone next to him. And it's in this rare kind of drunken state that he can't stay awake anymore. And is dreaming, and we see the dream a familiar, well, a mansion that we now know is familiar, except it's not in this dream. It's not covered in dust. It's well lit and incredibly clean. However, there's no staff, and the only sound in this dream are angry voices, a man and a woman. Um, it's it's been 2 weeks. Where were you? The woman looks at Leander with cool venom in her voice and just says, "Go back to your bottle and your bodies. I'm done with you. Enjoy the house. You can die here if you like." Leander grabs her by the arm in a drunken fury. "You will not leave me, Addie. You will come back if you walk out that door. You best believe that if you do not return, I will find you and I will kill you myself. The last thing you will see is my face, and the last thing you will think of will be regret for leaving me." The Lady Adeline Prescott looks at Leander's hand that is grabbing and gripping tightly into the flesh of her arm and looks into his eyes. She uses the other hand to reach up and cup his cheek, which he leans into reflexively. She laughs. "You, my love, are drunk. You are a failure. You are a bore as a husband, and you certainly could not hurt me even if you tried. You pathetic peasant." She grabs him by the throat and pushes him back against the wall and whispers to him with sensual venom, "Touch me again, and I'll rip the arm off. If I see you again, I'll pluck your eyes out. But I'll leave you a gift. Live in my home, stay drunk with my money, keep identifying yourself with my name for all your short human days. Die old and in misery, lover." She kisses him and drops him to the ground, laughing as she picks up her suitcases and walks out to a waiting carriage which rides into the night.
Ren and Nolani and Ash. At some point during this dream, you heard Leander screaming downstairs. You heard, in fact, exactly what he yelled at his wife in his dream. Although perhaps you didn't understand the full words.
I feel like the minute I hear Leander yelling, I will be running downstairs.
Is the
Back
door
up with
locked?
knives.
No, door's not locked.
Then you rush in. You hear enough of Leander's dream monologue. You don't hear, of course, what his wife said, but you hear exactly what he yelled at her.
Yep, this sounds
You hear-
perfectly reasonable.
You hear you hear enough to get the name Addie.
Okay.
And as you stand there, just what does Leander's bed look like?
Leander's bed looks impeccably well made and unslept in. You find him slumped over his desk, alcohol bottle
All right,
2/3 gone,
He's still
on
at
a
his
map.
desk. Well, you see him at his desk, but looks like he's constantly at risk of just falling to the floor at this point because
I was
he's
gonna say liver
turning.
failure, but yeah. I can't see anything over my cat, so I'm just gonna.
He is turning in his sleep. At some point, he just outright slams the table.
I'm going to shake him, try to wake him up.
That alone doesn't seem to work. As you shake
He
him, though,
sneezed in
for
my
a
drink. What the
moment,
fuck?
as you shake him for a second, you shake him, and it looks to you as if his face disappears.
Oh, good. 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 Okay. Hey, Nolani.
Are we
We're
going
going in.
in?
We're going
All
in.
right.
Going in.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to use my touch of glamour to get us in there.
Mhm. You appear in a house that you've been in before. Not long ago, actually. Ash, you got slammed into a wall there, and there was.
It did.
Yeah.
It wasn't as
That
kinky as I
was-
was hoping, but
That was when Baal was still with us. And Araxi too. Although you lost her then too. That was something that. Oh.
Oh, there you are.
You're in Leander's house. Leander, does it look as kind of deserted as it does now, or is it still fully furnished in your dream?
Very, very well furnished. It's brightly lit. It looks beautiful.
Oh, so this is what it looked like before it got dusty and demon-ridden.
by any chance, is Leander immediately visible or audible?
No idea. Maybe you find Leander just as we left him, which I think would be on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leander is you see Leander on the floor sobbing in rage, pounding his fists against the ground as a carriage is making its way down the road away from the house.
Leander.
I don't know, do I hear them or am I just continuing?
Well, roll a night move.
Night move.
Sensitivity, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
You're rolling with sensitivity because that is what what Ash is technically using to get in here. So
Yep. Okay. Okay, 10.
cool. You even keep your face fully.
Oh,
Sweet.
Yeah. You do,
Leander.
in fact, hear them.
You see Leander very quickly stops what he's doing, fists clenched, tear-stained face. What are you Ash?
Not real anymore. It's not right now. It's already happened.
I see. How are you here?
I'm non-binary.
The short answer
Right.
is magic.
The you know how.
So, why my dream before didn't happen? Why is this a memory?
I don't know. Whatever is haunting our dreams may be becoming more powerful.
Joy. All right. All right. So this is a dream or memory or whatever. How do I wake up then?
You hear something shatter. It is
Hopes and dreams?
exactly where I think there's not much of that left for Leander, honestly. Um, it's coming from where the portraits were.
Running towards it.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Mhm. The glass of one of them has, in fact, shattered. And
Which
the
one?
face, not the one that you took. The face of the vampire that it once depicted is changing. The paint seems to congeal and then rearrange itself into an image of your wife, Leander. You're still here.
You're not.
I am not, no.
And you're not her. I'm guessing.
I am all of her that you ever held.
Bold of you. Bold of you to assume I'll not rip your throat out anyway.
For that, you would have to find me, wouldn't you? And as much as you are a faithful lapdog, you
You
haven't had the
bloody
most
bitch!
success in finding things, have you? Or people.
He's gonna rip the portrait off the wall.
Cool. You know what? Roll an information move with vitality with advantage.
Just picturing Ash just kind of like opening the mouth to speak, and then Leander's just like,
Yeah.
Did you say
so
advantage or disadvantage?
advantage, but you're getting the condition enraged.
Fuck. Okay.
I take
Salty
something
AF.
and I give something. Yeah.
Wait. It fell. Hold on. Okay. Wow, dice. My dice hate me today, apparently. With advantage, that's a 2 and a 2 plus a 2, which is still only a 6 on vitality.
oh my god.
So I'm
Rough.
not I refuse to fail this. So yeah, we're I guess dropping my reason by 2 and
Okay,
marking a thing so that it's at least a mixed success.
well.
Reasonable doctor is now gone. Now
Was he ever
very
here?
sensitive. My sensitivity is a 3 and my reason's a 0. So
Yay.
Oh.
Welcome to Sensitive Life.
That's fine. It's not like you need reason for anything today. You wake up. You are holding with the hand that just ripped the paper of the painting apart. You're holding the map that you fell asleep over. But the map shows something different now. Or rather, it doesn't show anything in particular. It does show dots that I assume you left before when you're trying to figure out where she went.
Mm-hmm.
They are moving, and so is the landscape. That is a clue. It is also something that will eventually actually point you towards your wife. You understand this. But for now, it's also going to point you towards the center of your dreams.
Okay, so the clue is the map with dots moving.
The map, yeah, the map itself changes and the dots on it also move.
It's essentially a paper compass.
Yep.
Yes, in the
Or your
year
dreams.
18 something.
68.
19th century GPS.
Okay. Leander wakes up holding it and absolutely furious, muttering, "Bloody fucking bitch."
Yeah, Ash and Nolani are just right there.
Good morning.
Leander looks at you both and his eyes are just wild. You're in my room.
You were yelling in your sleep.
I
And
s-
given how this house attracts attention, we figured it was worth checking on you.
Right.
That was quite a dream.
Well- Yes, well, I'm fine. Would anyone like breakfast?
There's cold porridge upstairs.
That sounds disgusting.
You usually deal with the sausage.
The
I
porch
could have phrased that so much better.
The porch is supposed to be warm at least. Why is it cold?
Because we came downstairs to check on you.
Right.
Microwaves haven't been invented yet.
Should you be handling knives right now?
I'm sorry, Nolani. Why would I not be able to handle a knife?
Well, to be fair, you have killed like
as he just dropped 2 reason, yeah.
I don't know what your constitution's like, but it does look like you've had a little bit to drink and
Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm not trying to operate on you, isn't it? I'm sure the dead pig that the bacon came from will be horribly incensed if my cuts are slightly angular. Does not matter. I'm fine.
It's not so much the pig that we're worried about, so much as it is you losing a finger or two.
I'll sew it back on.
Seems unlikely, but all right.
Have you ever known me to have a problem handling anything sharp whatsoever?
Depends on your definition of like problem, because like there's the accidentally cutting yourself problem, and then there's the accidentally cutting someone else problem, or even
Have
on
you ever
purpose cutting
seen
someone
me
else.
accidentally anything?
Yes.
No, I believe it was Nolani. That was you and Nolani, was it not? I'm very purposeful when I stab something.
I
no,
don't
Lonnie's
know that
turning and
that's
walking
better.
out of the room.
Yeah, we're going to switch scenes. You have a mediocre breakfast, and afterwards get to decide what you want to do today. First, however, you will, in the middle of that, well, first, this is now the dawn phase. If you have anything that triggers during it, now is the time. You don't actually get any special rewards for the beast. The only reward there is for Araxi. if we have
Cool.
no things that need to be done during the dawn phase otherwise, somebody is at the door.
Oh, do I need to do are we saving the second one for later, or do we need to do things? Cuz also didn't someone else mark stuff last time too? I don't think I
I
was the only one.
think the only other one was a Mask of the Future, so no narration. I think. Or it might have been Orexy. That's also possible.
Okay, cuz I have one more to narrate and then I thought someone else
Okay.
did, but it might have been Araxi or
Well,
Aliska.
yeah. Oh yeah. Um, yeah, if you want, we can do that now. Then you're still at the breakfast table.
Mhm. I think
Cutting into the meat, as it were.
yeah. Anyone who's there, I think, sees Leander just staring at this meat and like sawing into it very aggressively. And Leander is elsewhere thinking of a gentleman, Anthony Mark Colette. He was the fourth and least impressive son of the Colette banking family. By all rights, he should have been in line to a high job at the treasury and a marriage to a minor noble. Instead, Leander is watching him at dinner with his wife in the countryside. He tracks them back. He tracked them there because this foolish man used the name Prescott with a seamstress who Leander had a good relationship with. And so took leave from work, traveled out to the countryside, and decided to follow this man for a fortnight, ensuring noticing his patterns, his disgusting habits, his tendency to be with my wife. And then one night, a carriage departs into the night. The Lady Prescott leaving somewhere. And so we see Leander going into this home, and while this gentleman is asleep, taking him to the basement and tying him down to a cot. And when he awakens, Leander asks him some questions about any important updates in his wife's life. And then, once all of the information is gathered, we watch Leander kill this man, remove his eyes, cut off his arms, leaving them on his chest tied together in a bundle with an eye in either hand and a note written on parchment in the man's blood in beautiful calligraphy. On the outside, it is addressed to Lady Adelaide Prescott, and it reads, "If I see them looking at you with infatuation, I will take their eyes. If they touch you, I'll cut off their arms. But I'll leave them for you as a gift. Your faithful and loving husband forever, Dr. Olufemi Leander Adisa Prescott." And it's at this point where he has now cut this piece of pork to ribbons, and he nicks his finger just slightly and comes back into the room, noticing with a "oh bloody hell," and just sucks his thumb and wraps it and keeps cooking if no one notices.
Hey, can I notice?
Yeah.
Ash just goes, "We told you."
Noelani's gone to the doors just so that
Yeah,
she doesn't
I
have
was
to
saying, yeah,
witness it.
this is where the door is knocking. And as you open the door, there stands. How tall is Nolani?
I think we said somewhere between 5'3" and 5'5", so like on the shorter side.
Yeah. Okay. The woman that stands before you now is more like 5'9". Tall, especially for a woman in the Victorian era. Dressed in a nun's habit. An old, weather-worn face. Stern. Extremely clear blue eyes, despite everything else about her looking very old. And still standing very, very upright. She is running her thumb over an ivory crucifix. You also see an ivory idol of the Mother Mary. And at her side, with an ivory hilt, a sword.
Yeah, Mommy.
I just realized what this is.
Did you? What is it?
Oh no, I'm assuming this is the consequences of my actions when I told the old
Oh, yeah.
dude to go ahead and send me
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, this is your support from the church. Yeah, she's the most senior of senior inquisitors that England has to offer. This is Mother Cecilia, here just for you.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions.
Yeah.
Rather armed to the teeth for a woman of the cloth. Can I help you?
You can. You can let me inside.
And you are.
She just extends a hand. Mother Cecilia. She more or less just clamps down on your hand and just crushes it with old knotty fingers. Nolani Clements, I assume.
Yes. She's gonna lean back into the house a little bit and go, we have a guest.
Do they want
Mother Cecilia-
breakfast?
Mother Cecilia walks in and just seats herself at the table. I do. Careful with knives, by the way, as she notices the bandage on Leander's thumb.
Thank you. I'm fine.
You smell as if you were picked up in the gutter but 5 minutes ago. Are you sure you are fine?
We had a rough night.
Multiple,
Beyond
by the
being
smell of it.
insulted in my own home, I am quite all right. Can I help you with something? And he's just going to drop a plate of food in front of her. It is actually very well made food
Yeah.
and everything. Like it is warm and it is good. It is there's eggs, there's bacon, there's a cup of tea, but he is going to unceremoniously like jostle it a little bit as he just kind of drops it.
She rams her fork into the bacon as one would ram a steak into the heart of a vampire. And eats it. Quite good.
Unlike your table manners. Are you right?
I did not attain my position for my table manners. I also assume you didn't attain yours for your cooking, although it is quite good.
No, but some of us have multiple skills.
Well,
Oh, I'm so
yours would
sorry.
be-
Dr. Leander Prescott.
I know. But perhaps you are unfamiliar with me. Mother Cecilia
All right,
of the
Cecilia.
Anglican Church. Here, at the recommendation of the Metropolitan Police, as apparently the rising tide of supernatural sightings in London is too much for you to contend with effectively. Where's Ash?
She's kind of like hovering in the room with them.
Okay, so they are visible.
Yes.
Um, roll a day move with, I'm not sure what, composure, I think.
Oh, good. That what could possibly go wrong? Cool. 7.
All right. So she's not going to immediately fully figure out that you're Fae, despite your wings. But she looks at you with just a hint of revulsion. There's something about you, Ash, right? Was it ever fully established what their pedigree was? Looking at Leander and Nolani now.
They're not a dog.
Ash is of your run of the mill, slightly meager mercantile. Nothing special. Beyond the hunting, obviously.
I look appropriately offended.
Leander looks at you and says, "What? Your family is nothing special. Come on. We've been over this. It's not that big a deal. We all come from somewhere."
Yeah, some of us come from better somewheres than others, but yes.
Mother Cecilia just continues eating. Well, yes.
Can we help you, Mother?
It is in fact I who is here to help you, as it was established that the current events in London are too much for you to handle.
I wouldn't put
has
it that
even-
way.
It has even been observed that you might have placated some of them instead of eradicating them.
On whom?
It has been observed, for example, by one Charles Worthington, a rodent-like man of poor mannerisms.
Or you have just described a man.
It has been observed by him that you have made dealings with the Fae, perhaps even invited them into Hargrave House.
He is upset because I made sure that he was not being improper with a young lady in his employ. I am unsurprised he is spreading rumors.
She scribbles down a quick note. That does sound most like him.
Yes,
In this
I
house,
was
can you imagine?
quite forceful. I do not take well to the mistreatment of women.
You also involved yourself in a labor dispute at the docks about 2 weeks ago, was it?
It was tangentially connected to a case that we were working on that has been resolved.
Has it?
It has.
Yeah.
Somebody rolled a day move with presence.
Ash?
I guess that's me.
Ash rolls with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck you.
No, I have a
Because
plus
this is
2
the
now to
anti
presence.
most beloved now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ash most beloved rolls with disadvantage against Mother Cecilia.
Most loathed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most loathed. You're gonna hate me. It's a 6, a 5, and a 5. So it's a 12.
Okay.
Fuck you, Mother Cecilia.
How do you
I want to kill this bitch.
bullshit your way out of this?
So
You
the
can make her go away with this.
Yes! Get her out of here!
basically any concern that she brings up, I will either attribute to being necessary to a case that we were working on, or simply call bullshit on. And my self-assuredness, my ability to provide answers without going into either too much or not enough detail. I am very well practiced in the art of deception and smooth talking. I basically bluff it and give her no reason to suspect that I am anything but a very well prepared them.
We needed help like a couple of weeks ago. She waited too long to come here. We're fine.
Yeah, well, see, maybe that's not entirely what she's there for.
And kind of like at the end, Ash is just like, and as you can
Oh,
see,
at
we
the
have things
end.
well in hand.
Yes. There's also one last thing.
Yes.
The regrettable case of one Oscar Moore, who was supposed to liaise with you, yet met an untimely end in Croydon.
What did happen to him anyway?
Oh,
Well,
don't
it-
you remember? They said that they found the vampires. He did not
He was
make
one
it
of
to
the
our
victims,
meeting.
Right.
Yes.
Lying through our teeth.
Mm-hmm. So did you or did you not ever meet up with Oscar Moore?
No, we were provided his effects afterwards, but unfortunately he I don't know if it was before or after, but he wasn't there at first, and then the next thing we knew, his body was found.
Right. She makes one last note, pockets it, eats a last strip of bacon, gets up. You hear something snap and creak in her body. Her age is showing. She fully ignores it. Doesn't acknowledge at all that her age is, in fact, showing here. Well, I believe I have heard what I must hear. Is there anything you would require my assistance with at the moment?
Actually, I have a question for you. I don't know that it requires your assistance, but how have you been sleeping, Mom?
Like a rock. And that's the truth.
All right. Well then, if you've not experienced any nightmares, we've got no use for you.
Right. Well, I have, of course, heard that several people, including perhaps even Her Highness herself, have had experiences with dreams, premonitions, nightmares, the like.
Correct. That is why I asked. The Queen did tell us the other night when we met with her of her nightmares.
Am I to understand then that this is your current investigation?
Indeed. So if you do have any nightmares, please do let us know.
I have, as I was with Scotland Yard the other day, in fact, heard tale of what is Leander's hospital? Did we ever give that a name?
We didn't actually give that
Okay.
a name.
Okay, then she's at the hospital.
Yeah.
There stays right now a man who appears to be raving and ranting as if mad in his sleep, and yet is fully catatonic during the day. And he was brought there after assaulting someone in broad daylight that he claimed to have seen in his dreams. You might want to go there.
Indeed. I thank you for this tip.
Of course,
Might I help you to the door? I did notice your bones were quite frail.
she walks away. So, what would you all like to do?
Each other.
Also, just point of order. Once she's out of the house, the plate that she was using, Leander is absolutely going to take and throw against a wall.
Okay, good. Yeah. Mhm.
Also, as soon as she's out, Noelani's going to turn to the rest of them and go, well, if he's ranting and raving, at least he still has his face, supposedly?
Apparently,
What would you rather have, your face or your senses?
senses clearly.
Perhaps we should go
I'd rather
and
not have to choose.
So you have that. You also, there's still a faceless woman that you
Mhm.
kind of got a clue out of, but there's room for one more, essentially. You also have the Fey Club.
I feel like I should use the Fey Club. I will do that. I gotta use the Fey Club. I gotta use Club Fey, Club non-binary.
All right.
I'm gonna be headed to the hospital. Nolani, you want to come with?
I'm going to go see our faceless lady.
Also fair. We're splitting up.
Okay.
Yeah, split the party. What can go
Hell
wrong?
yeah.
I got knives now. It's okay.
I have one mask left before my last one.
Oh
What
no!
could possibly go wrong? Everything's fine.
I mean, honestly, these are going to be day moves or information moves. So if you fail, you fail. It's not going to have the worst consequence. Unless you do something that forces me to kind of come up with a catastrophic consequence. Let's see, who do we start with? Let's start with the faceless lady. Has Nolani been there before? I think
Yeah,
yes.
it was me
Yeah,
and
it was
Ash.
with Ash. Yeah. So, oh yeah, you walk in, you see the again signs of a life unfulfilled.
That's fucking sad. Has she regained any of her face since we last saw her?
Yeah, I think that's what Jen narrated. So you just see the faintest outline of essentially it looks somewhat like when the eyes and nose and so on form in an embryo. Just the just faintest kind of outline, but everything is fully closed.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her, has she been All right. Since we last visited, any new developments?
She is s- still there. That alone seems almost like a miracle. I assumed, honestly, that at some point she would, well, die. She isn't drinking or eating. No way to get anything in there.
Sorry.
I
Okay.
knew what I was doing. It's fine.
um I am without our dream phase, so I'm gonna have to try and do this on my own. I'm gonna try and see if I can
Oh
enter.
yeah, you can. You can't enter her dream. You can just regularly just investigate here.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I I'm gonna ask her husband. Have you been having nightmares, or is it just your wife?
I, well, yes, I have. I think that's only natural when you, well, when you're dealing with your wife's face disappearing. So certainly, I have had a few bad dreams. Often even seeing
Or
her with or without her face. Yes.
when you I'm gonna information move. I don't
Mhm.
know what stat though.
Presence, probably.
Oh jeez. Oh well. Oh, I've got +2 on that now. So yeah, I'm gonna ask
It
him.
is like you can convince me of anything else, even sensitivity, to see if you kind of read something, but that would be a very specific narration that you would then need to come up with. If it's just you talk to him and try to get information out of him, that's presence.
I'll try
Vibe
presence.
check.
I don't think I've tried presence
uh,
yet. I'm going to ask him though. In the dreams where she does have her face, do you notice anything different about the way she's acting? Oh hell yeah. 11.
Okay, yeah. The way she's acting, yes, there's. I sometimes feel as if she. It's shameful to admit, but in my dreams, I am scared of her. Sometimes if I feel as if she's trying to either, well, grab me, take me somewhere, or lead me somewhere. It's strange. You said that he painted, right?
Yeah.
One day I woke up and I felt that I even knew where it was, and he just takes you to a painting. Uh, that painting is going to be your clue. It looks very different from the others in here. It is much darker, much less polished. You could also say better, but more vivid is perhaps more the point to make here. And it shows what he explains to you. This is the chapel where we were once wed when we were but 16. Hey, it's the Victorian era. They were fully members of the workforce at this point, so
Goddamn.
I'm not actually sure how early people were usually married then, but I'm gonna say it's 16. I remember that day. It was so sunny and we had so many plans then. He
And
just
where?
trails off and looks over to his wife.
Where is this chapel exactly?
Oh, that's not anywhere close, I'm afraid. It's a tiny, tiny village in Norfolk.
Do you mind if I hold on to this for now?
He hesitates. Will it help?
Absolutely.
And despite his hesitation, he does hand it to you.
I will be sure to return it in one piece as soon as our investigation is over.
And we switch scenes over to where exactly? Where is the Fake Club today?
I think Fae Club is it starts at the market and then we take advantage of the fact that everyone is out of the house and we just go back to the house.
Hmm.
And we have a nice little picnic. There aren't really yards in London, but like, in the kitchen.
Okay, yeah. That, we've been in the kitchen for a while. That kind of gives me an opportunity.
That's concerning. Never mind. What if I don't want to be in the kitchen anymore?
No, we haven't had any room descriptions for a long time. So the kitchen of Hargrave House existed long before, well, the rest of what is today Hargrave House. It was a part of a pub that stood on the spot before the area here was redeveloped. What do you see in the kitchen that reminds you that this was once part of an open establishment?
I think the most obvious bit is in most residences, you can see a pattern of where people have walked. The older the residence, the more obvious the pattern. On this floor, however, instead of like obvious footsteps, there are fairly regular scrapes on the floor, scrapes from tables being moved, bar stools being scooted back and scooted back in. You can almost gather the layout of where this section of the pub was. You can almost see like how it was organized. And you can even see like a couple of little char marks in the floor from where, a piece of burning wood had been dropped, or a little discoloration or warping from where a wet cloth had been dropped and forgotten.
Mhm. Yeah, so you're gathering in this kitchen. It's once part of a pub. With you today are the seamstress. We also have, what else did we have? We have Saria the river nymph and
Thistle.
Thistle, another changeling, yeah.
Thanks, captions. Okay. All right, Diesel, let's go. Where's MasterCard? American Express? Come on.
It got Thistle right once.
Yeah.
And then it just went Visa. Thistle, okay.
Anyway,
Cool. Thanks, captions. Anyway, just before we get into the scene, what do you want to get out of the move?
I'm gonna regret this. I would like to remove a condition and get a clue.
Okay. So you are going to
Attract negative attention, yes.
get negative attention. Yeah.
But yeah, I think
There's somebody at the door again.
God. Okay. I feel like as I have someone kind of wrapping up my hand and applying like an ointment or a salve or a poultice to it, the door knocks. I'm just like, oh, hang on. I'll be right back. Everyone act human. And I'm going to go and open the door.
The door knock, by the way, sounds different. It's not the usual door knocker, but something else that has struck it. And as you open the door, you realize that it is the gnarled walking stick of Arthur Coleman.
What does he have to?
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Coleman, can I help you?
Perhaps. There's no need to take this inside, but I will come in if you let me, although I assume there might be some exposed fae in there. Unglamoured, I mean, of course.
I'm sorry, what?
Please.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
I brought the seamstress to London. I think we both understand perfectly fine, but I do not need to come in.
Yeah, Jesus fuck.
I am here because you are still committed to bringing about change in London and England in general. Yes. It's unfortunate that you wouldn't let the orchid live, but you have found an accord, of course, with the seamstress and the guardian.
Oh my God.
That is, yes, some of the dock workers have begun calling it that as well. It seems a bit unceremonious, but well, fine.
You have come to ask something.
I have not come to ask something. I've come to warn you. You know probably that this place has been watched by Scotland Yard for a few days now. That the nun's visit this morning was no coincidence.
I thought as much. You speak as one who knows what they are planning. Or that they are planning
it's
something.
quite easy to figure out, but in case you haven't. It's not what they are planning, it is when, and it is, in fact, tonight you will be visited in force.
I see. And what is the end goal for them tonight?
For them, to ransack Hargrave House and find the evidence that they couldn't produce yet, but know they will find. The signs of fae, a Dampier, a ghost, all kinds of other things.
You want to prove that we've been consorting with that which we hunt.
Yes, and they will find enough.
So they will. How did you come by this information?
That doesn't matter. Here's another piece of information. Tonight is also the day when we begin, when we set our plan in motion. You only need to hold out tonight. Consequences be damned. And then the authority that those who come for you hold will no longer matter. If we succeed. If we fail, we will all be dead anyway.
And
Good
by
day.
holdout. Oh, okay, bye.
By hold out, yeah, what do you want to say?
But by holdout, do you mean survive or hold the house? I am aware
Whatever you can.
that there are situations where places and positions are power. So I need to know.
Whatever you can. Survive first, but of course, Hargrave House itself is a place of power. Not to
Understood.
mention the place where you store your possessions.
We will see it done. We will hold.
So, you have a new question to answer, which is
Yes, I have
how
many
can
questions.
you yeah, I also mean there's a new thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. The threat is, well,
The police.
yeah, let's just call it the cops or the police.
Hey, Gab.
The Empire.
Your question is, how can we defend Hargrave House?
Yep.
Yep. That has a complexity of usually 6. I'm going to lower it to 5 because we only have a session for this and not we've already been going for a while. You have already, through your actions, produced a few clues. Ash, you have 2 sisters in your employ who will actually readily die for you because they love you.
That's not comforting, but okay.
No, you are most beloved. You have the sisters. You also have a ghost in the house, Eliska. Those are the 2 that I kind of had noted down. Surprise, I think, is gone again to figure out more things. If you have anything else that you say, we've done this, but it should give us a clue.
I mean, I wouldn't mind the concept that like Hargrave House itself is power, especially because we do have someone that can draw on the arcane / supernatural. So maybe we can look at it like maybe we can tap into some ley lines. I don't fucking know, but I feel like the house's power might be a good one.
Does surprise count?
No, he's gone.
I think surprise is off unless you say he's actually not on duty for your other project, but
Oh no, if he's still working on that, then yeah, he's not here.
yeah, I was planning for him to come in.
Perfect.
As a ritual, I can bar a place from I can bar a specific person from a place.
Okay, that's not a clue. That's a resolution for later.
Yeah.
But you can, yeah. Yeah, so the sisters, Eliska, and anything else you can come up with. It doesn't even need to be now, but
Okay.
you can just present as a clue. But for now, a somewhat perhaps distracted Ash returns to the Fae Club. And I think the other changeling, who is not the friend of the captains, notices that first.
Something happened.
I think we're going to have to shore up the house.
For a storm?
For an attack.
Oh,
Attack?
what?
Who's attacking the house?
Yeah. Why?
That would be the police. And look, I know all of you have come here for brotherhood and for a shared experience. And any of you, they're going, Jen's going to regret saying this, they're going to come fast and they're going to come hard. And I do not,
no.
they think, well, they know they will find evidence of us here. Anyone who we could use all the help that we can get. But I do not ask any of you to put your lives in harm's way. So anyone who needs to go should go.
Who do you want?
Anyone
the
who
clue
would like
from?
to stay, we have work to do today.
So, who do you want the clue from?
I think I would like the clue from the seamstress. I think
Hmm.
that also works because she has her little spider spies. Her
Yeah.
spiders, if you will.
Spiders.
Oh, it was too good to last, wasn't it? But
I don't think so. I don't think we're done.
there's much in here that I have seen through the eyes of my attendants, and a spider just crawls across her shoulder. Much that can help you defend this place. There are rooms that no human would ordinarily find. But they could. Take, for example, and she just strides away, goes to the portrait gallery, where Surprise hangs and a few other people, including like pretty much half of Araxes' family. Moves one of them, and you hear stone grinding somewhere in pretty close to Leander's room, actually. This opens a hidden passage, invisible to the eye, but easily opened from the inside. Perfect spot for an ambush. And perfect to hide those who can't easily defend themselves. Now you might be wondering why I didn't tell you about this sooner. Sometimes I need some privacy. Please don't mind the spiders.
Well, I'm going to be honest, the webs are a little strange. I don't love the feeling of them, but that's fine. Are there any others like this?
Well, maybe, honestly, we're going to switch scenes here because you would need to investigate yourself.
Yeah. Yes, I'm clearing my condition bit in hand because
Yeah.
ouch.
Last thing before the break, we are at the hospital. Neander, you have been led to a man who sits by himself. It's smelling like, well, it is smelling like a hospital, but not with the modern sanitation that we are kind of used to. It smells a lot more like blood, viscera, cleaning alcohol.
Yeah.
This man has no injuries, but he's also unresponsive.
I look at his chart. Does this man have a name?
There's another doctor with you. We couldn't really get anything out of him himself, so this is unconfirmed. We believe his name based on reports of the people who brought him here to be Theodore Ascot.
All right. I see. What your assessment thus far? What have you noticed? Did he imbibe something? Is this biological?
Frankly, this might not be a medical issue. It might be a. We have considered bringing in a priest. He has not shown signs of intoxication. He doesn't seem to be suffering from any outright hallucinations.
I see. So you believe
Well,
he's
that
possessed?
perhaps that cannot be ruled out at this stage.
I see. Well, then in that case, might I beg your pardon for some time alone to conduct a more slightly more than medical examination here?
Well, if you think this is wise, he just kind of looks at Leander. Leander stands almost a full head taller than him. So he's like, I believe you will be fine. He hasn't been violent ever since he was brought in. If
Yes.
he does become violent, I will be within earshot. Not
Right.
in the room with you, of course.
That's fine. I am fairly used to a wide variety of patients. Not all of them are particularly happy with my services, if you know what I mean.
He just gives you a very nervous chuckle because there's something about the way Leander said that that's like, no, actually, I'm not sure I do. But he's just going to, yeah, those patients and just walk away.
Acts as if he's never been in an emergency room. All right. Okay. This man has a face. Yes.
He does.
All right. I've seen Nolani do this. I've seen and experienced Ash do this. I want to try and connect with this man. But
You have just, yeah, I mean, you've just marked your mask that lowered your reason, but also increased your sensitivity. So what has happened to Leander there?
yeah, I think that having his dreams invaded and being far more preoccupied with the supernatural than he has been in years has him thinking differently. He had gotten back to the place of being like a scientist, and now he's thinking about things. This clearly isn't science, not in the typical sort of way that he went to school for, but in a different kind of way, the kind of science he learned when he was with his wife. So I think he takes a needle, and I think he takes some blood from this man, and instead of immediately wiping it away or anything like that, I think he sits next to him, and as the just small puncture mark bleeds a little bit, I think Leander takes where he had cut his thumb earlier and kind of places that wound on this wound, just blood and blood, trying to see if he can't commune with this man in his mind as well through the intermixing of the biological and the supernatural.
All right. Roll the information move with sensitivity.
And could I have advantage for my doctor's bag?
No, not in this case.
I've been
Come on.
betrayed. I've been betrayed.
You could cut this man with a kitchen knife. That's not really a unique doctor's bag thing, I'm afraid.
Bless.
I-
I
Holy
keep going
shit.
with a +3. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Don't say
you know, it was close. Like, it's fine, but it was very close to being actually good. It's an 8 total.
Well, let me take a look at your conditions.
incredible.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
you're fine. You're fine. It's
You're gonna make me snap, aren't you?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Maybe you have malaria now. I don't know.
West African, there's a high likelihood he might be immune.
Oh.
As someone with trait who is immune to malaria or highly resistant to malaria.
Incredible.
So, yeah, well, you connect essentially successfully. You do not have Air's power over dreams, but you can commune in this waking world. And as you just kind of press your own bleeding, slightly bleeding wound against his, he begins to stir just a little bit. And no, what are you doing here? No,
Mr. Ascot, my name is Dr. Prescott. I'm here to help you.
You can't. If you want to help, then let me. Leave me here. I need to concentrate. I need to gather my strength
For what?
for the night. When it comes again, I'm not ready. It will take me, my face, myself.
I've seen it too. It's been in my dreams. I'm still here. What if I can help you?
How? How can you help?
Well, If you can help me find it, I can stop it from coming. Or I can attempt to wake you up so that you won't be asleep.
No, no. Then I'll just be weaker when I fall asleep again. You can't escape it.
My colleagues and I have. So, what does it look like to you? Or what has it said to you?
Where's your scalpel?
My scalpel is in my bag next to me.
Hmm.
Yep.
He reaches into it, into the bag, takes out the scalpel, and deepens the cut that you left him with. And as the blood drops on the floor, it forms an image. It is an image that shows you something that you are not familiar with, but also what would be the first dream that Leander remembers from a time before London?
I think that when Leander was younger, he had there were all these fantastical stories about uh these humans becoming more than human and animals and things, and I think he remembers a story of an Orisha named Shango and the a battle with thunder and lightning coming down from the sky, and I think he dreamt of it and dreamt of riding a lion into battle to watch this great warrior of myth fight with lightning and thunder.
And that is the scene that is now painted in blood at the floor. On the floor, rather. And with that, we're going to go break for 10 minutes.
Bye.
Yep, we're back. Hi.
We be
So
wiggling.
we were last with Leander and Theodore, who had just used Leander's scalpel to cut himself. Well,
Yes.
in this, just to strengthen the just blood magic that Leander now has, thanks to fully giving up his reason. Um,
I'll stitch.
Leander, as this image forms on the floor, suddenly you notice that some of the blood that Theodore has spilled seems to be seeping into your own wound, as if moving in there of its own volition, as if something in there is almost invading you.
Cool.
That's going to
Leander
be
is
disadvantage on some roll later. I don't know what, but you know,
yeah. Yeah.
if it comes up, I'll use it. It's not a condition; it's just there.
Okay. Leander's gonna bid farewell to Mr. Ascot and is going to stitch him up, and then I think just to help a little bit, Leander's gonna give him something to like help him like uh to help like strengthen him. So maybe like an IV of like fluids.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's probably no IV. It would be like a tonic of some sort.
Yeah, just like an injection, right? Of like your standard vitamins and stuff. And IVs existed.
Like Ash's
Okay.
laudanum.
Yeah.
Like not nearly as like you didn't have like butterfly needles or anything like
Yeah.
that, but like you could in like blood infusions and stuff existed in this era. They were but
Okay.
they did exist. Like I wouldn't be able to give him like a hangover pack like we have today,
Yeah.
but I would be able to give him like just a little extra nutrients so that his body's not starving in the same way.
Yeah. Well, with any luck, he's not going to need to fear his dreams tonight because he will have taken care of all of that.
Yeah.
On that note, if you don't, however, he's going to be
Yeah.
a bit better prepared thanks to you. On that note, we reconvene in Hargrave House. The kitchen is, well, still showing signs of a slightly abandoned breakfast and the Fae Club meeting that we had just a few moments ago, but the three of you, unfortunately without the most dangerous combatant among you for this night, sit there reviewing both the threat that you knew about, the face of nightmares, and a new one, which is the crown itself, or rather Scotland Yard.
Mm.
Well,
We have to fight the police.
yes, we have to fight the
Yes.
police.
Joy. Well, out of character. The really annoying inspector, what was his name?
Silas Turner.
Well, in that case, I call dibs on Mr. Turner.
All right.
Have at him.
We do have to preserve our lives first. We will do our best to hold the house, but if we have to run, we have to run.
Right. All right. So, we have another problem before we deal with the authorities, unfortunately.
The dreams?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The gentleman at the hospital, he was, in fact, quite insistent. He's been fighting this thing in his nightmares. That I specifically didn't want to be disturbed. What?
We may have to disturb it anyway.
This thing, it's very chatty. And Ash, you're good with dreams. Do you think you can get it? Would it help us in our defense? Or
was
should we kill
wondering.
it?
I think we should ask
Oh.
nicely, and if it says no, we kill it.
Right. Above table, also, so the viewers here, there are three possible resolutions here. The
Mhm.
first is facing the creature in the dreams itself. So that would possibly mean Ash draws everybody in their dream. The second is trying to find out the true identity of the face-stealing creature and binding it in your dreams forever, for as long as you live. And the third is to free it from the dream world. This may, in many ways, not be the most, the best option for everybody who is not the creature, but it will help. I will say, if you do that, it will help.
At the cost of like somebody's face, probably.
I mean, just
Oh yeah, but it's not going to be your face.
feed it
might
police.
be- Yeah,
Exactly. We can feed the police.
I did not consider that.
No,
Feed it
Nani.
Silas Turner.
Hmm.
No, I called dibs.
Mother Cecilia is also there, so you know.
Oh, but it's so leathery.
Well,
It's pre-loved. It's well worn. It's fine.
Jesus, gently used.
Not gently at all.
all right. So, do we want to try and get this thing to help us?
I think it would be a good ally if we were to be able to, but we must be prepared to take it out should it not be willing to work with us.
All right. Despite me having some concerns with it, I can also see its use for now.
Yeah, so how can you free the creature? And
Are
how
we
do your
going to
clues
free
relate to that? If you want to do
All right.
that.
Or are we facing it on our own terms?
I think we're going free it so it can help us
Oh.
defend Hargrave House.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
I'm down with that.
we free it and feed it a bunch of colonizers.
Yeah.
They can't find the house if they don't got a face.
So let's see.
I mean,
Okay.
easy one. We start with the key. The key that always. Oh no, you used that. Well, shit.
Yeah, we used that.
Yeah.
I think the symbol is going to be like a symbol of power that we can use to try and draw out this creature.
Like a true name
Yeah.
in terms.
The symbol kind of changed between wings and like not a wave but a ripple.
Yeah. Mugwort was one thing that I got that will also help to kind of placate this thing and to kind of draw it out.
I think the fact that the dreams, the queen's dreams, compelled her to get away from anything man-made points us to the direction that it would be game to help us, and also that being in the city will help us to, I think the queen trying to get away from man-made things means that being in a man-made city is where it wants to be. Like, she was trying to flee danger because the danger, like, the thing is a city dwelling thing, not
Has
like
more
this
food
app.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe the chapel, we can go and get something from it. Like a candle or some shit. Because clearly, I think maybe the places that this creature has been, or the places connected to the people that this creature has been connected to, will kind of help give it somewhere familiar to attract to.
I think maybe the map, and like, I think maybe our arcane GPS is showing us the place where it's like kind of the dreamscape version of where it's hovering. Or like the way to find where it's most powerful in that moment so we can bring it down there.
So far, okay, yeah.
What
Would
were
be
you
so
gonna say?
real. I don't know what to do
Yeah.
with the TikTok baby face filter.
I don't remember
Don't
what that
need to
was.
use it.
I don't remember
was
what that.
It was basically like in a dream, the people looked like that filter, like children's faces on adult bodies.
Okay. Oh, you know what I think it is? I think it ties into the bloody image where we can, in order to make this, in order to like make the summoning and like the pulling through easier, I think this thing has an affinity towards like children and childhood because
Innocence?
of no, because of the imagination.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
Children are more connected to their like imagination, which is, you know, quote unquote daydreaming. And if this thing utilizes dreaming, if we have, you know, if we arm ourselves, well, not arm ourselves, having something reminiscent of childhood or children, I think would is something that could help us in bridging the gap and bringing this over. So like, yeah, that could those two could be together.
We gotta access our inner children.
Yeah.
So that would be an explanation for both what you have labeled the TikTok baby filter and the bloody image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it known that I did not type in TikTok babyface filter. I think that was Elliot.
I do too, because I didn't type it and I've been
I
the one
didn't type
typing a lot
either.
of these. But I was having computer issues last time. All right.
I want to remember I did not type that.
So that's all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's basically a +1.
Yep. It is a +1.
Yep. So who wants? So how exactly are you going to free it then? How do you really get it out of the dream? That's not really.
I figure we
answered by
can
the
give it.
theory.
I figured we can give it a cop to wipe and use.
So the
Analyze the
solution is to
I
kind
was-
of lure it out in Ash's dream, and then have Ash just kind of, or somebody else just
Yoink.
grab a cop and just transfer
Channel it.
it.
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
We're going to colonize the colonizer.
Yeah. I'm honestly fine with that. It's a perfectly unexpected, but you know what? Fine, reasonable
Like,
way of
like
doing
you
that.
want to roam the waking world? Absolutely. Here's a cop. Wipe him.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, why not? Yeah, I think it makes sense for Jen to roll because we're going to risk your character's life in doing this.
Welcome
As
back.
always.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 6 and a 4, so 10 plus 1 is 11.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. When night comes, you know this will succeed, but it is
When
going.
night comes, so will I.
God damn it.
Sure, yeah.
I had to have one. I needed one. I resisted for 11 episodes. I needed one.
Yeah, you never made a joke like this before. It's true. It's been so well behaved.
All right. Let's go.
It's not night yet, though. You now have. I'm not going to count that as a clue, but it is going to be a resolution in itself. You're going to get the opportunity to kind of roll the resolution of this threat into resolving the attack. So you're
Oh
going.
god, I'm gonna need to get into melee with a police officer. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, you do.
Gonna get pinpointed
You're
again.
gonna get pinpointed again. Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. We just have now.
So you still have more to prepare, of course, which is the attack against you that is coming. Noelani, where do we see you going?
I'm heading down to the docks to see if if my girlfriend can rally up some people to help us.
You do exactly that, and we're coming into her just leaning against a support beam in a warehouse, just looking at you. And what do I get in return?
What do you want, darling? Name your price.
Well, you know, your old friends, the Coven, they've been talking about you and they haven't been nice. Not at all. Is it possible that you have some slight commitment issues?
Noelani's gonna pick up one of her hands and hold it. I'm not particularly fond of people attempting to force me into situations that I'd rather not be in, and the Coven has done that over and over again. But I want to be here with you.
Well, then when this is done, we should try and figure out some situations we want to be in together.
I did have a question for when this is over. I've thought about traveling, and I'd quite like to see where you come from.
You know, when England falls, it might not be safe in India.
I'll protect you, darling.
Well, sounds good. Then let's find some strong boys to protect you tonight. And
give her-
we're just going to the information move here is, I mean, she's going to help you. She is satisfied with what you have offered her. The information move is going to be you have to roll something to figure out who can help you. You're going to roll with advantage because Satya is helping you. And I think it's either going to be reason to figure out the right people or presence to just gather a mob.
Mob.
Mob. Okay, good.
Torches and pitchforks, baby.
Yeah. All right. That's a 9 for the mob.
With advantage.
With advantage, because the other one was a 1. I got a 5, a 2, and a 1.
Okay. You're going to get your mob. This is also, however, extremely unsubtle.
That's fine.
I'm going to just mentally add an extra roll to resolve the threat later.
Some of us have masks to burn.
You can do so now, but you can also wait until later. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, like when we have to resolve the threat.
Right. Okay. I think the person with the most masks to burn is actually Elliot, and he's not here. But that's yeah.
I believe I'm the second.
Yeah. Okay. You get a clue. The clue is mob.
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 Well,
Hell
A+.
yeah!
Ash,
Yeah.
what are you doing in Hargrave House or elsewhere to figure something out? You have a portrait, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask the portrait. I'm gonna ask the portrait, like, what have you seen of the people that have been watching this place? And any possible points of ingress we should be shoring up.
Well, I can't answer the second part for you. Just
yeah,
that's
that's fine.
that's your thing to do. That's going to be your information move.
Yeah. What is that? Presence?
No. You don't need to roll to get the information. Augustus is just going to be, well, I have seen the nun come by
have to.
twice before she entered. I have seen men of lesser authority hiding in the bushes, spying on the place. I have seen the one you call Lilac climb through your window, apparently not understanding what doors are. Lilac, by the way, is not a traitor. This is just random shit that he has seen.
I did ask what he's seen of people watching the place. Like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just going to give you a rundown of, like, okay, they've been watching you. Some of them have been moving around. I've seen one man order the others around to make preparations, watching the windows. You realize this is about, like, barring the exits and just preventing you from escaping. You also have a pretty good idea that this is Silas Turner he's talking about.
All right.
He just goes on, and you can, I would say, make a reason roll.
Sure. 8.
You find, so there are a few things you can do here. You can find a good spot to ambush them based on the patterns that you've just been given. Or maybe there's something more risky. Maybe you can figure out a way to intercept them. Again, that is much more risky.
Okay.
It's more or less the choice between 2 rolls for the ambush, maybe, or a roll at disadvantage that might outright just take you out of the game.
Okay.
So anyway, you kind of know the movements of Scotland. Yeah, that's your clue.
Beautiful.
As a consequence for this, I think there's something you hadn't realized about the portrait.
Oh.
Now, the tithe.
One more time.
The tithe. He would like your blood.
That's what you get for taking my wife's haunted ass fucking portrait.
That's fucking fair. I assume he asks me for this before he gives me the information.
Well, I mean, clearly the terms should be clear to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He can have some blood. He can, just drip,
yeah, okay.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you are now drained. You should maybe have a vulnerable move at some point. Anyway, Leander.
Yeah. Um.
What does this fucker needs a painting?
Well,
blurp.
we see as we leave the scene, Ash just kind of smear the portrait with blood, which it absorbs.
Let's see.
You do have
What's-
interrogation notes.
I do. I'm gonna. I forgot how I can use those.
You just find a clue. I think
Okay.
usually the kind of condition for that is it has to have it needs to be a supernatural threat. But Hargrave House itself is supernatural enough that I'll say, yeah, just use it. It's fine.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that and say, let me mark another use here. All right. Let's see.
Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for coming in to watch us eat dirt.
Welcome.
It'll be fine.
I
I think-
yeah.
I think with those notes, I know how I'm going to do this because those notes are from a vampire. And so I think what those notes have, especially for what we're looking for, I think the notes have an assessment of weaknesses and things they've tried against church hunters. And so I think that within those notes, as Leander is poring over them, looking for anything that's been missed, I think what I find is that they've realized that due to the religiosity and kind of biases of the church, that they're very predictable in how they approach things. And so there's a discussion of there's information about the formations that can be expected from the church. And so I think we also have the information of the typical attack patterns for church hunters.
Right. And last move before I'm going to move you to theorize. Would you like to investigate Hargrave House with your information here to maybe find something to specifically use against the church?
Yeah.
Normally that would be a reason roll, honestly. Which you were once so good at.
Yeah.
You can maybe turn that into sensitivity.
It's let me think. How would I turn that into sensitivity? Can I know. Oh, this is because this isn't. I work with Hargrave House now, but I've been on the other side trying to egress into Hargrave House, and so maybe I am just going to kind of meditate and try to remember.
I will say, not necessarily remember, but there's something about Hargrave House that has always rejected you, and it's not just the ghost of the woman you killed. It's
Yes.
something about this place.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps if you connected to it like you connected to the man earlier, cut
Okay.
yourself just a little bit, place a
Alright.
hand against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
you could find something.
Yes. I'm going to let me see if there's anything I can use. I'm going to put on the Venetian mask because it reveals unseen uh uh oh no, that's for desires, not unseen things. Okay, I won't use that then. I'm just going to roll it.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. 8.
Right.
I'm rolling like shit. The dice want me to die.
You're going to have the opportunity for a vulnerable move after this altogether.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, yeah, you are also going to be drained a little bit because the house, as you place your hand against the wall, draws the blood out of you almost actively, like a vampire drinking from you.
Mm,
In a little bit of poetic justice.
bloody
But
grimy
anyway,
ass house. Bloody hell.
you also find something. You see something in an old, dusty room. And as we see Noelani and Ash gathered together with just blood dripping from his hand in the background, we see Leander on his way to, I'm not going to describe it, to retrieve an old pagan talisman. That is an object of power that can help you. And that is your last clue, I believe, because night is almost upon you. So, time to perhaps confide in each other to really just clear those conditions you've loaded up on. And also to make a plan to defend Hargrave House.
All right. We've had quite a day.
They already know Leander's plotting somebody's murder.
Oh, yeah.
We've had
Oh,
quite
tonight's
a
gonna
day.
suck.
Yes. So, what are we doing about these issues?
I was thinking we could feed this thing a police officer.
And you all judged me so harshly just a few nights ago.
I never said I was any good either.
With Sati's help, I've managed to conjure up a mob as well.
Wonderful.
It's a little ragtag, but I'm sure they'll do just fine, given their run-ins with the police already.
Well, I've found this. Throws the talisman onto the table. And I think that, in all honesty, I also I'm sure you have questions from this morning.
Auntie.
Well, out with it. If we're going to be trying to murder Mr. Turner and his ilk tonight together, which I personally would like to deal with that one. But ask your questions. I'll likely answer most of them.
are you going to do afterwards
After what?
when this is over?
Well, after we murder Mr. Turner, I suppose I'll go to bed.
You know what I mean.
Long-term plans.
Well, I'm a fan of keeping my promises. So, at some point, I'm going to find my wife and I'm going to murder her. Preferably, while she apologizes profusely.
What? Why?
What do you mean, why? Because she left me. I gave her everything. I love her more deeply than most could possibly imagine. And she took that and threw it in my face and did not come back. I've got nothing left. So, I'm going to make good on my promise. I'm going to drive a stake through her heart to make up for her stabbing me in mine.
Will that make you feel better?
I'm going to say, Leander, you feel better. The strength returns to you as you
Amazing!
as you just state openly, proudly what you're going to do. That you can you can clear condition. That was technically a vulnerable move.
Yeah.
Everybody else that was here can too. I'm not sure why that makes you feel better. Ash and Nolani, but you do.
We can channel Leander's murderous energy tonight.
Yeah.
We're just gonna forget how spooky that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
that's a problem for future us. Tonight us,
Yeah.
we need that energy.
Yeah.
Before we go to the night phase, or dusk, technically, what is your plan? How can you defend Hargrave House? How are you going to use the information and help that you've gathered?
Well, my initial plan was to use Turner, but I think Turner's going to be dead. So find the second in command, lure him into the house, wipe him, and then send him back out to take everyone home.
Could we get the
That's
sisters to
not going
kidnap
to
a
work.
cop?
You can't
No.
just
I
with the
I-
clues you have, you can't really have a non-violent solution.
Yeah, I
any way.
propose. I am proposing that we use the mob to, because we know there's people in the that have been lurking and hiding. I propose we use the mob to take them out, thin out the crowd. Anything particularly sensitive that we are not going to use, I propose, including Fae people, I propose we send them out to hide
tunnel.
in the tunnel, or out through the tunnel. I forgot if it exits the premises or not, but
We hide
I
them.
yeah, I say we have we use our knowledge of the, like, so we, because we know the movements of both factions, and I think that helps that helps us position the mob. That also helps us to know where the holes and the gaps in their attack will be, so that the sisters and Aliska can also take out mooks, and then we can use the talisman to enhance the protection of the house so that gives you all time that gives you time to infect a person without a mass of people getting in, even if a mass of people get past like the mob and everything. And that gives me time to kill Turner. Because who are we kidding? That sounds like our plan right now. Is you all are gonna infect the cop and I'm gonna kill the head one.
Technically, you're supposed to kind of capture one, but you know, you don't need to capture them alive, I guess.
We can
It's not
capture
really
we can capture a
useful
different can capture a different one.
Yeah. Well, I guess, Lamia, you would be the one to roll here. 2d6
God.
plus 2. You can let Ren do it.
What skill is this?
For-
None.
No, it's just a roll.
The
Oh.
roll to answer the
Because
question.
my dice want me to die, so I
Yeah.
think you
Alright.
should roll.
Quick
Ren
dip
has
in the
already
rosemary
rolled the
salt.
other. So,
What is it? +2?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
will. Oh fuck! We all have to use a mask, don't we?
Yeah, you all do.
what'd you roll?
That's fine.
8 total.
Okay, let's go. I'll
Yep.
mark it. It's worth it.
I mean, if there's a complication here, I will tell you what the complication is.
Okay.
The complication is you will need to make a tactical sacrifice of the workers, the sisters, or one of yourselves. Or
Look.
the entire Fake Club.
Look,
Oh.
all I'm saying is I've been leaning into party pincushion.
This is more than party pincushion, though. I feel like
Yeah.
we should just mark the masks.
Fun. I don't mind party pincushioning one more time, but we can mark the
It would
masks.
be your last time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is you like dying, dude.
Oh, I know. Oh
That
yeah.
or- I mean, unless you want to get rid of your entire Fae Club, like, but
I have
feel
an
like we have a better
idea.
option than that.
You have an idea?
I have an interesting idea.
Okay.
What is it?
Switch places with the dream thing.
Are you going to
takes
make
Ash
me
out of
write
the
an
game.
entirely new fucking playbook for you for the last session?
Oh,
So you can be the dream thing.
y'all, I feel like we just
I'll do it, but I mean, just marking the masks is.
I
was
feel like we
supposed to
should
be
just
the
mark
more
the damn
appealing
masks
option.
Masks. We can do that.
because this is like such a bad idea. And also, as a GM, I would feel bad.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm surprised that Jen is like, no, actually, I'm gonna die. I'm a bit surprised, but I'll do it.
I am cool to mark a mask to save Ash's
It
life.
seems like the consensus is mark masks, so we'll mark masks.
Okay.
Also, that does give me another personal item.
Oh, okay.
So I think because I get a memento from my liege that I still cherish for reasons only known to me.
Hmm.
And I think it's a sword.
Good. All right. Perhaps you'll use it soon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we see a pub at the docks that suddenly begins to empty as a few people, about a dozen in here, but they will be joined by more, of sailors and dock workers make their way with all kinds of improvised and also actual weapons to finally do the work that they have left to the Guardian for so long themselves. We see Mother Cecilia bless a handful of inquisitors, all armed, all expecting the worst in Hargrave House. And we see Silas Turner of Scotland Yard with a very satisfied smile, his boots shining in the moonlight, order his men to ransack Hargrave House, find whatever evidence they can, and not be too gentle with the residents. We're moving to the night phase. Unless you have something that really needs to be done at dusk, we're going to skip the masks for now.
Mhm.
And also, before we return to Hargrave House, there's a different house. The home of Charles and Nancy Belfort. They have been married for 10 years, and they absolutely despise each other. Tonight is the night when one of them will finally snap. Jen, first unseen prompt.
As we look around the Belfort's home, how do we know their love for one another died long ago? Um, the the first thing is the separate little bins that they have at the entrance of their home for their keys, their coin purses. It's separate on each side of the hallway. We see it in the fact that the sofa is unused. Instead, they seem to prefer to sit in their own separate chairs, um, facing slightly away from each other. We see it in the two different small tables in the kitchen and the eating area where they eat separately. We see it in the only half used master bedroom where clearly only one person sleeps and the other sleeps in the guest room. Um, and we see the evidence of in the past perhaps thrown objects or frustrated hands hitting the wall.
Thank you for that last one. We return to the kitchen of Hargrave House. The remains of the breakfast that Leander threw at the wall, still visible. Mother Cecilia is coming back. You know this. And you hear an energetic knock at the door. Scotland Yard, please open up.
No, no one opens the door.
Good.
You
Okay.
In
hear
fact,
hushed voices and then the
Hargrave
door.
House seems dark. The curtains are drawn, and no one comes to the door when they knock. It seems like no one might be home.
You hear hushed voices from outside. And then Silas Turner cuts through it. Oh, bloody hell, man. Just do it. And you hear something crash into the door as it is broken open, falls out of its hinges. It's a massive door. And in walk two files of police officers swarming throughout the house.
The mob did nothing?
Oh, the mob will very quickly. Very, very quickly. But first, Jen,
Yes.
Ash is with the sisters.
Yes.
Where do you intercept the police?
I think we are waiting in at a strategic intersection, where there is kind of the entrance hall
yeah.
takes a turn.
Okay. You see them just. Right. Where are you then? Come out, surrender yourselves, surrender the evidence of your misdeeds, and
Get me.
just hear that. And they come, and they might get you, but please roll something to intercept them with the sisters.
I will be going full Fae on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna be very sensitive with it.
All right.
Full wings, glowing eyes. As I drop an entire die, please hold. I'll just use a different one. Okay, that is a 9. Not
If it's a
fantastic,
9.
not terrible.
Yeah, if it's a 9, the sisters descend on them, jumping from unseen corners, much like spiders upon their prey, cutting away with just sharp implements that upon closer inspection you realize just grow from their arms. And one of them, yeah, one of them begins to suck out the bodily fluids of a screaming police officer, and then you hear a shot ring out. If you would like to upgrade your result, you will have 2 sisters left. Otherwise, well, there's just going to be one that you'll have to console afterwards.
Yeah, I'll put on a Mask of the Past.
Okay, well. What do you do in this moment that either protects her or causes Silas Turner's shot to miss?
I think I project kind of a I want to say like a brain zap, but like sleepy version.
Hmm.
Like he gets hit with a sudden wave of drowsiness and his aim just wavers just a little bit.
Yeah. Nolani, as this shot rings out, outside, you hear something in between a battle cry and cheering. Bottles are breaking as they are being thrown. Suddenly, you see flames out of your window. The mob has begun to intercept and actually brutally attack the backup that Scotland Yard has placed.
Hell yeah.
There will be no
Get 'em.
backup. Is there anything that Nolani is doing? A ritual or active support?
I think she would be doing a ritual because it says I can do one thing beyond human limitation. So I think I'm going to bolster the mob's strength through a ritual.
Yeah. All right. Roll sensitivity.
Oh, that's right. These two don't like each other. That's why you're rolling poorly together. Yep. That's why they're rolling poorly, because I got a 12.
Okay, well. The screams outside are clearly only coming from the police. And here, the barking voice of Mother Cecilia. Quickly, get into the house now. We need to act. But they will overextend themselves because you rolled a 12. And that means whoever goes next, I mean, we know who that is going to roll with advantage. Leander, what kind of opening do you see as police and now also the church make their way into the house?
I see Inspector Silas Turner miss a shot. So I'd like to stab him in the kidneys.
Yeah.
As I said
With
in the
your
chat,
sword.
who needs dagger, dagger, dagger when you have scalpel, scalpel, scalpel?
No, I'm using a sword.
Yeah, then you roll with advantage, I think.
Yeah.
Kebab, man.
Can I, if I succeed, can I use his blood to activate this talisman you gave us? That
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
all right, hold
Come on,
on.
dice. You can do
Yep.
it.
Let them smell your fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 13.
Huh? And I was like, don't you fucking dare say 3.
No, that is a 13 to murder the hell out of Silas Turner.
I was going to say he
What
gets a chance to
style was
retaliate, but
Turner?
your 13 just negates that fully. He's just gone in a hit.
On a 13, you
What do
know
you
what? Fuck the
see?
kidneys. I'm going through his heart with this sword.
Hear me out.
Just
Hear me
from
out.
behind.
Go in diagonal from the back and hit both.
From behind, he misses this shot, and I think Leander just silently from behind him wraps an arm around this man and in his ear as he plunges a knife into his back and heart just says, after all, this is what the Empire deserves.
In his last moment, Silas Turner tries to aim his gun for one last shot. He shoots and hits his own foot.
Shot himself in the foot. A plus. Literally shoot himself in the foot.
Ren, next unseen prompt.
Sorry, 1 second. Narrate a scene in which Charles does something to get under Nancy's skin.
What exists?
It used to be an innocuous habit, like chewing with his mouth open during dinner, like knocking into cups, dropping cutlery on his plate, so fucking loud. Now it's deliberate. Every irritating noise he makes is a not so silent dig at his wife, who can do a little more than like cringe and grind her own teeth, because chastising him has done nothing in the past, and she knows that saying something now will only give him the satisfaction that he's looking for, and it's fucking annoying.
Ash, you've been kind of
Yes.
pushed back, unfortunately, when the nun and her backup came in. Although the battle is going well, you rush past as you run downstairs the secret tunnel. It has been opened, You also see the crushed body of a policeman buried under something impossibly heavy. It is a filled just trunk full of all kinds of artifacts that were buried. It seems a helpful poltergeist has tossed it at him, slamming him against the wall. You also hear a slurping noise come from inside the hidden room as the seamstress prepares another exhibit. There are still people behind you. Mother Cecilia and two more are upon you. Perhaps now is the time to enter your dreams.
Yep. I am going to make a move to. I'm going to trust the friends that I have gathered to take care of the two that are following. And I'm going to pull myself and Mother Cecilia into a dream.
If you're going to outright pull her into a dream, that means she won't be able to harm anybody else. I think you're going to have to roll with disadvantage because she's so closed off from that.
Okay.
Unless you have something that gives you advantage.
I have a green bottle, but it says that it can only allow me to access a memory. I don't think the laudanum acts that fast.
So
So-
I'll allow the bottle because you need to find kind of your oldest dream.
Cool. Then I will use the bottle.
And that would perhaps mean for you, you dream of the Fey world. Or not. I mean, that's up to you.
No, I think I do. I probably dream of what I remember from before I came here. And that's going to be a straight roll, correct?
Yeah.
And that'll be sensitivity because I am not leaving my Fey form. And 8.
Well,
I wasted all my good
you
rolls.
make it into the dream. What kind of scene awaits us here?
It is a pond. It is a pond lined with reeds and plants and flowers of impossibly bright colors. And a small, maybe 1 or 2 room little hut on the edge of it. And a purple sky, because why not?
Sure. Yeah. You realize as you look around, I mean, you don't have much time to look around. Mother Cecilia is right there. And at her feet, the grass withers. She comes forward. Is this what has been plaguing London then? Your own dreams? You yourself, changeling?
No. No. This is just. And I will look up at the sky and to nothing in particular say, I've brought you a gift.
He
Take her.
doesn't get it. So take her. Whatever it is that you hide in here, I feel remarkably like myself. And she's
Well-
going to draw her gun. on you.
I'm going
An
to.
ivory gripped revolver, and she's she is going to shoot you.
Understandable.
Yeah. As you kind of look up, she shoots you. And yeah, you get the condition gutshot. It would be so good if Leander was here as the doctor of the group. But
Yeah, right. And I will retreat to the cottage, where I am hoping to essentially trap her to give her to the creature.
Yeah, you retreat to safety for now, and she is on you. Like, she is right behind you. But we'll come back to this in a second. First, Lamia,
Yes.
next unseen prompt.
Narrate a scene in which Nancy humiliates Charles. They're having dinner with their with some neighbors, with Charles's business partners, and things are going overall well, but earlier that day Charles had made a few snide remarks about Nancy's cooking. And so as she's serving, before the dinner had started, she had put ice in the seat cushion of Charles's chair. And so towards the end of the dinner, when Charles gets up in order to use the or in order to go get cigars before breakfast or dessert comes out, he stands up and there is just a dark patch in the back of his pants, and someone at the table laughs a little, and then another says, "Have you, sir, I don't know, Mr. Belford, have you soiled yourself?" And he starts cursing profusely and looks over at Nancy with fury, knowing that it could have only been her.
We return to Hargrave House. Downstairs. Downstairs, we have Ash and Mother Cecilia locked together, frozen. But upstairs, Lamia, what effect does the talisman have?
Well, based on what you said, I think it helps repel people the house doesn't want, right? So
Yeah.
I do believe that this assists in the house. It results in the house protecting itself.
There was a priest but a moment ago ready to. The church inquisitors have brought their own swords, in fact, ready to strike at Leander, but then he seems to almost disappear into the walls. And the parts of him that the house doesn't keep will return at some point later, but for now he's gone. There's a panic that rises at this point.
We have our own monster house.
The remaining police officers and, well, there's just one inquisitor left. Run. But outside, there's the mob. Inside, well, there's Leander. And also the house itself. Ren and Lamia, what do you decide? What happens with the remaining force that has come to attack you?
Ren, do you have ideas?
I mean, I'm all for the house eating them or the mob beating them to a pulp.
50-50?
Yeah.
So you leave nobody to run away.
We capture we capture one unconscious. Leander
The
ties them up.
rest, yeah. The rest are just caught
Just
between,
food.
yeah, caught between the house and
An angry
between
mob.
the mob. And there is no escape. There's also no escape currently for Ash, but neither is there for Mother Cecilia. Ash, you are wounded in your own cottage, in your dream,
I am very rude.
but almost like a shadow as Mother Cecilia struts in, almost gloating, although she won't allow herself that until she has dispatched you. There's something that follows her, has her kind of gait, shape, but it is an entirely otherwise shapeless creature. It is, well, it's not shapeless, it is blank. No face, nothing, no hair. A shape that could at some point become a woman looking like Mother Cecilia. But for now, just seems to be this gray nothing. Mother Cecilia's gun points at you. And then all of a sudden, the hands of the creature grip her shoulders and sink into them as it steps inside her. See her face disappear momentarily. And then there's a new face. Hers, except her eyes, her piercing blue eyes, are purple like the sky here now. Very quickly, she still has that gun, or it still has that gun. You should probably reach an accord with this creature.
And I will hold up my hands. Just, I bring you a vessel. If you would like to step into the physical world, you may have it.
I think that doesn't require a roll anymore. The creature lowers the gun and extends a hand to you.
I will take the hand.
Ren,
This.
last unseen prompt.
Sorry, I thought I was muted for a second. Which of the two can't take it any longer? Describe them murdering the other one. Are they happy at the end? Nancy snaps. It is a terribly long time coming at this point. Issues compounding on one another, every noise and jab in her direction like a sharp knife. Like the same sharp knife that she plunges into her husband's heart when he smacks his fucking lips a little too loudly over dinner. The gurgles he makes as he dies are somehow worse than any sound he's ever made before, and once the silence settles in, Nancy smiles.
Ash,
Yes.
You wake up. You are hurting. Your gut shot condition is now just a stomach ache, but you are hurting.
I mean, look, it's fine.
Tummy ache.
I got a tummy
You are
ache.
apparently you have locked arms with Mother Cecilia when you froze and dragged her into your dream. But in front of you, there is no longer Mother Cecilia. Again, the purple eyes give it away. In front of you, there's something wearing her face. And this creature now does something that you would have never seen Mother Cecilia do. It smiles at you. And then, as the last sounds of the, at this point, massacre upstairs subside, also so the slurping and gurgling of the seamstress as she sucks out the intestines of another person. Just one last. You hear a horn, a hunting horn, sounded close by. And then all the windows of Hargrave House shatters as a much louder horn. A horn that hasn't been heard in many years answers the call. The wild hunt begins. And you are among the hunters. And we'll see how that goes
Shit.
next session.
Oh, shit. I got a screenshot of Lamia's cat sticking a little butt in Lamia's face.
Amazing.
Fuck yes, incredible.
All right. Yeah, that's been the penultimate episode. Next week, when we return to the finale, so usually I would have you answer the question like, what is the mastermind's plan and how can we prevent it? Your question is going to be like, what is the plan and how can we salvage it? Because it has one fatal flaw that you will need to figure out. And yeah, we'll come to that next week when we'll have, I think we'll have everyone on deck, including Eliska, who is not homeless, because that would have been very strange if you would have just lost access to Hargrave House and the ghost was still bound to it. I was, well, I'll figure out how to deal with it if it happens, but it didn't. But yeah, thank you for playing. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Jordan, for the raid. I've been Yanis or Wizard Styles, he, him, GMing this, not doing anything else that's visible online right now, but soon, very soon. Well, actually, there should be an announcement for the next show on Starcrawl out within maybe 2 weeks. We'll see. But yeah.
I wonder what it is.
Yeah. What could it be? Jen.
It's me. I'm the announcement.
Yeah.
Hey friends. I have been Jen, playing your locally friendly non-binary Ash. Again, totally nothing else concerning about them at all. Who has been steadily making more and more and more and more supernatural friends, and I think that's great. I can be found on the internet at Jenburb, and I will popcorn it over to Lamia.
Hi, I'm Lamia. My pronouns are they, them. I've been Leander, who, you know, has just been making a whole lot more bodies, more and more bodies.
I can make buddies too. It's called giving birth.
Oh my god. So you can find me here on Twitch as Mental Lamia. You can find me on Blue Sky as Intersection CCH. On Monday, there will be a new episode of my podcast, Woke Mental Wellness. Our campaign is called Windy City Nihilism. And so we'll have a new episode, and you all can see how whether or not the crew fixes the seal or not. So yes, and then in a couple of weeks, I will be on Chaotic Wholesome talking about PAX Unplugged stuff. So also, if you're going to be at PAX U, come to the intersection, play a game, and come see some of my panels and games and stuff because I'm doing a lot with PAX. So I think that's all my stuff. So yeah, Ren.
Hi, I am Ren or Renegade Dumpling. My pronouns are they, them. I've been playing Norlani Astoria Clements, pronouns she, her, your local magical lesbian shit stirrer. If you would like to follow me online, I am Renegade Dumpling on Blue Sky pretty much solely. Or if you want to follow projects that I am leading, you can follow Soup Dumpling Media, also on Blue Sky. We did just put out our announcement that our first production, our Legacy 5e audio drama's first episode, will be coming out next month. Oops. I just had the same problem that Lamia had last time where you click a button and everything disappears.
You're still in here, so it's
Okay.
talking like nothing happened. Yeah.
But that will be coming out on November 9th over on our YouTube. We have been doing our cast reveals all throughout the week. We actually do have a bunch of really cool people on our cast, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited for y'all to see the finished product. But yeah, otherwise, I don't think I have anything else.
All right. Well, then yeah, follow all of them. And of course, hopefully you'll also be back for the finale next week, as we will say goodbye in one way or another to the Hunters of Hargrave House.
Down with the Empire.
That seems like the most likely outcome at this point, yeah.
Oh no, am I talking about game or am I talking about something else? Who knows? Bye.
No, don't worry about it.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.